Because like honestly, even back then during like the Ube period, there was a period of time where Rafaela was actually a SFSS thanks to the speed boost and the heals.
It's a more hyperactive.
Yes, a very fast rotation kind of support style. But let's see whether we'll see it today. So we have Ishuchin banned out as well as Freya.
Yeah, the first few bans coming in, Freya being a very high priority pick for a lot of teams in this tournament. Makes a lot of sense that they will look to take it out early on. Meanwhile, we're going to see a YSS and Balearic being banned up for Clementi Town Secondary School. Again, I don't know why they love banning Balearic. You know, I really do think that it comes from a place of a previous matchup just not going their way. But finally, we are going to see the Tigreal being taken out of this match, and really a breath of fresh air. We've seen teams go into Tigreal a lot more times than I expected, I think, in this tournament. But, you know, we will see. We will see if, as a result, we'll see some different form of set tank being brought out. Maybe we see an Atlas. Maybe we see. Well, I guess Balearic is banned as well. So, yeah, maybe we'll see something like an Atlas. Maybe we'll see something like Kadra. A different form of playmaking coming in from both of these teams.
Hot take Franco.
Franco could be something.
Yeah,
but we're gonna see Durian, the return of Durian Sora jungle. Ooh.
I mean, it worked. It worked the previous time to really great success. Now Chris Brown on the tried and true tested Roger. I never get tired of it. If they do get through to tomorrow, they better bring out Chris Brown on the Roger.
Yeah, that is what we're talking about. Meanwhile, we're going to see Mama Toman back onto the Lapu. Lapu going to be very good shutting down the artillery from Clementi Town Secondary School. But speaking of explosive, we are going to see a I mean, when I was thinking about other flavors of set tank, I definitely wasn't expecting a Johnson, but here we are.
Yo, what if we see the Johnson Odette combo?
Yeah, I think low-key we gotta see it. We actually have to see the Odette coming in. We're gonna see the Grok coming out next from Springfield Secondary School, and this is likely going to be picked out as a response to the likes of Clementi Town, right? We're likely gonna see this Grok on Rome. And Grok is one of the best counters to Johnson in general. Just put walls in front so that the Johnson can't even begin to think about a response.
Just build a wall.
Indeed. I am surprised to see that we didn't get the Jutsin pick at all coming in from both of these teams in the first picking phase. I do think the opportunity cost of not picking a Jutsin in the first picking phase is always going to be larger than any other pick that you could have had. But again, that is my Jutsin bias speaking here.
Yeah, maybe they had some sort of like, on the court, like, as you can see, Suyo isn't here either. Like, we have no Suyo in the bench slot, no Suyo being picked up, and no Suyo being picked up just yet as well. And it seems that Springfield doesn't want to deal with the Odette Johnson combo, because now Odette is banned. And we don't see Odette getting banned out very often.
Yep, speaking of Suyo, Suyo has now been banned out. They finally realized that it was open, and they are not looking to contest it whatsoever. Meanwhile, we're going to see a Lilia coming out, I think, from Springfield Secondary School. I really like this pick, especially into a sort of utility-esque jungler that Durian is putting on show. If you can't have something like a Yusin to put damage onto slower-moving characters, I think the Lilia in general has been one of the best picks in the current meta to do so.
Yeah, and it seems that
since
Clementi Town Secondary School's draft, like, really wants to stay into the fight. Putting a Lilia down there to create that zone where they have to stay in is probably going to do them a lot of damage. And now Neymar Jr. with that Martis. Yeah, Jaden on that Farsa, okay. Martis gold, okay.
This is an interesting angle for Clementi Town Secondary School, right? I think they... Oh my goodness. Oh, they were hovering the lane up for a second, giving me a bit of a scare. But Clementi Town Secondary School overall have a lot of damage profiles, but they don't have a lot of hard damage profiles, right? They have people who have a little bit of both. They have some sustain and they have some damage. The last pick before we get into the Land of Dawn, the final game of today is going to be the Lucas, and with that, it tells us that Springfield Secondary School want to play for the early game. They want to play with early aggression overall. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, as the players are loading in, we are going to get into game 3 of the final match of the first day of CLSS.
And the last game of today.
The last game of today in the cake. Welcome to the Land of Dawn. let's jump straight into the action.
Alright, so now Clementi Town Secondary School onto the left and Springfield Secondary School onto the right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are supporting either one of these teams, please make some noise!
Alright, we're moving into the first bout of the matchup, and already you can tell what these, what Clementi Town wants to do, right? The danger with the comp that Clementi Town is running is that it's a very feast or famine comp. If you have Neymar Jr. on the Martyrs scaling up very fast, if you have Jaden picking up core items like the Holy Crystal earlier than the likes of Springfield, they can definitely put some hard damage numbers on board.
Oh,
but if it goes down to the late game, it's going to be difficult for Springfield to, it's going to be difficult for Clementi Town to contest against the hard damage numbers of that REQT or Chris Brown can put on show, especially given how they are, especially how Chris Brown's Roger is a marksman. So a lot of high ground, and I think high ground is going to be the name of the game for Springfield Secondary School going into this matchup. They need to be able to play with the high ground.
And right now, looking in the jungle, Anonymous trying to disrupt our Durian's farm a little bit, but the Another Wall doesn't really manage to get the buff. Like, that's okay. You know what? You can't really steal everything. But now everybody's going to be falling back in. Waller only on level 2, having his first 2 creeps kind of starved up away from him. So that means for the turtle fight, it's going to be slightly leaning towards Springfield Secondary School.
Yeah. Springfield Secondary School definitely have the stronger early game pressure, right? You have the Lilia, and then you have the bravest fighter from the Lapu Lapu. And of course you have Grok, whose wall is applicable at all stages of game.
Okay.
But we look at the first round of the fight. Sora comes in, rains the Heavenly Blast onto 2 members of Springfield Secondary School, taking down REQT and Anonymous. And with that, that's going to be an easy turtle and more momentum, more tempo going to the hands of CTSS.
Yeah, Clementi Town really needed this in order to really snowball, as you said. But now they do have the level advantage. Jaden somehow still at level 3. I mean, that's probably a testament of how quickly they took the turtle.
Yeah. And with the Phobius in the hands of CTSS as well, like, they will be able to generate if they play their cards right moving forward, they will be able to very quickly snowball out of control and play for Neymar Jr.'s Martyrs. Meanwhile, on the side of Springfield Secondary School, I do not think that they're out of the fight just yet. I think all of their heroes are very stable across all fronts, right? Even if they are at a goal deficit, they'll still be able to put up good fights. A bit of an exchange happening at EXP lane, and the question is whether they're going to dump more manpower into it, but it does not look like so. In fact, I think we're going to see a invade coming in from REQT
yes.
onto the blue buff. And how is that going? Let's look at the ultimate being popped for REQT. Beast mode coming in, but it's not quite able to take anything.
Ooh,
and Jaden is going to be able to get out with the escape.
Now Baller is going to be following up on that, trying to get the hit onto Mamatoma. Here comes one punch. Now the comes in. Oh, the car doesn't make his mark though. Who gave him his license? Come on, revoke it. Now Baller is going to be jumping straight into Aristronic. Aristronic, will he be able to survive another hit? Here comes the Black Shoes. Psych and jukes for days, but not juked enough though, as Baller will be able to take yet another kill. Neymar Jr. unfortunately not going to get any kills to his name.
And now we're seeing Clementi Town Secondary School pull off what I was talking about before, right? They are looking for the snowball, and they are snowballing quick. Once Baller is online with the Phobius, he can really start to wreak havoc in the backline. And the fact of the matter is, REQT is an early game hero. This Lucas is supposed to be very strong into the squishies. But you look at the side of Clementi Town Secondary School, and what squishies are there to be one-shot, right? You really only have Jaden. REQT is going to have to work for these kills. It's not going to be as easy as a first skill, second skill interaction where they can just one-shot. No, REQT needs to play the long game. They need to play for the sustained build. And in that sense, it's going to be more and more difficult for them to get back into the fight. Anonymous has the tech charge active now with the level 4 open. So we're going to have to see if he's able to do something. He unfortunately finds the whip, and the collision course comes in all the way from the back line. Unfortunately, he crashes down and not quite able to join the fight at the same time. Duran gets queued out by 5 members of Springfield as the first death. The punishment comes in for Duran, and Anonymous, the next wants to go down. It's looking like 3 deaths on the side of Clementi Town and 2 on the side of Springfield as the lead continues to persist.
What a team fight right there. Duran unfortunately missing the car, but managing to do a U-turn back, and somehow Baller finding his way back into that team fight. had they not gotten that turtle, things would have gotten really, really ugly for Clementi Town Secondary School. Even though they lost 3 people over there, I would say the trades are pretty much even and sufficient in the sense that Baller didn't die, which means that you're gonna have a lot more damage. Here he comes.
Yeah,
here he comes.
The car is coming in. I think it's mostly just a matter of vision. The Sora is gonna hop in, so it's gonna be a matter of whether they find their mark, and it's looking like they're angling on the Chris Brown, but really it's just
the wall.
The wall comes in. The other brown part is going to put a halt, but it's not gonna be enough to stop the death of Asterodic. Anonymous is taking a lot of damage, being forced to fall back. Feather Airstrike is gonna look to secure the kill, and it's gonna be a second one for the likes of Jaden as REQT follows him into the grave.
How is Baller still alive? I mean, this is a testament to how fat he is right now. 3-0-3. Now Chris Brown
Can't take this fight.
I mean, he's kind of level 8. He does have the Wind Talker,
true.
So that's really quick damage coming in his human form. Since that kind of deals a lot more damage, the more health you have. So now Neymar Jr. just has to find an angle in, but that's not if the angle finds him first. Here comes Anonymous. Neymar Jr. going in with the crowd control immunity with the Ashura Aura, but Mama Toma is trying to get him away. Unfortunately, nobody's going to be able to be caught over here. Who says anything about being caught? If the catch comes to you, the card's coming in, but just doesn't mention
no, it's
hit
gonna give it a
anybody.
disrupt though.
It's
gonna get disrupted by the other rampart, but now we are here, and with all 5 members active for the team fight, we're seeing the next part of the attack. The bravest fighter from Mama Toma jumping all the way into the back line. The shifting cloud looking to chop off the fight as much as he can, but the goal lead is just too massive. And with that, Anonymous and REQT will be the ones to go down. Next part of the team fight comes in. Baller and Duran onto Aristronic right now. Chris Brown trying his best
like a
and his teammate, and Mama Toma is right there to clean things up, but not quite able to take the kill of Durian in the aftermath of that fight. Unfortunately, only 2 kills dropped for both of these teams.
Oh, had the Hunter's steps been off cooldown just a little bit faster, Chris Brown would have gotten in and gotten the kill onto Durian with 2 ends. Such a wasted opportunity, and now, okay, Skypiercer is already up for Chris Brown to 2-0-3. Okay.
They're in hunting mode for this Johnson.
Who's inside?
I mean, the other rampart is always a looming threat for this Johnson, right?
Yeah, Anonymous really knows where to place this wall in order to stop his...
yeah, but Anonymous isn't there. Anonymous isn't there to help.
He's not there!
As Mama Toma is going to be the next one it goes on to. Unfortunately, he finds the miss, but they are going to commit to the fight. The Sora of the Shifting Skies comes in, and he gets finished with the decimation coming in from Neymar Jr.
Was it a miss, or was it a purposeful misdirection? Forcing Mama Toma to go into a place where they didn't know that Duran would have dashed to. Or maybe that was what they were thinking.
Maybe it was all part of the plan. You know, calculated mishaps here.
Totally planned.
Yep. The Roger is currently beating down the bot side, is able to get the bot lane tower, is able to shut the bot lane tower down, but we're looking at a lot of damage being taken by Jade, and that's the power of the Lilia. Even if they are behind, it's still a lot of damage numbers being able to be put out. We're looking at another bout of the full throttle coming in as a mid lane tussle from Neymar Jr. is going to be had. We're looking at the support coming in from Duran as the Sora comes in all the way from left field. The tag charge on the back line is going to push Duran and Neymar Jr. into the tower, but it is not going to be enough to take them out. Aristronic is the only casualty as of right now.
Oh, the feather airstrike!
Coming in with a feather airstrike, looking to take out the likes of REQT. Durian jumping in back, trying to find some additional ground, but still nothing is happening.
Now Neymar Jr. is going to be looking for a fight for his zone. Level 11 against level 8 and 10. Is it going to be enough? Now we're going to be seeing Chris Brown going in with the shot, forced to pop into the Lycan form.
Full throttle yet again, it's coming in. It's not going to hit onto the Roger, but I think he is looking to pick up at least one. It will probably be Durian, similar to last time. And the fact of the matter is he can commit to Chris Brown if he really wants to right now, but I don't think he has a vision on him.
Yeah, the wall is off cooldown right now. Neymar Jr. does manage to get the tower, but is he going to be able to take this fight with a little bit too much damage coming in? No more decimation, but here comes the cavalry. People, one hit onto the Lapu Lapu. Lapu Lapu will survive though. Chris Brown takes on the tower, but RQT will be taken down now. Anonymous going in. Tag charge!
On to Durian to secure the kill, and Aristronic is going to be providing the next bout of damage for the team fight, but Jaden with the Wings by Wings is going to be able to disengage. And even if The 15-8 scoreline suggests that CTSS have the advantage here. The fact of the matter is the goal lead is only 1K, and they still have fire in their hearts. Springfield are not giving up this victory so easily.
It's a 1-1. It's anybody's game. Here comes the car yet again. Going out on a journey. Maybe we'll see him once he figures out where he wants to go, once the GPS starts working again. But now the Lord is going to be up for the taking. Springfield and Clementi Town, they have to posture this right. They need to be able to take this fight.
The fight is coming to them as the full throttle slowly but surely foreshadows the next bout of
Oh, nice
ball. The
ball.
Rampart is going to look to shut down any dream of that happening. Neymar Jr. is taking a lot of damage, but not quite able to get anything done. Durian caught in a bit of an awkward position, especially given how the Lord is up and they want to play the slow fight. Neymar Jr. is going to start things off with the Lord dance, and for what it's worth, it doesn't look like there's any sort of advantage when it comes to the macro, so it's really just going to be an even neutral Lord dance at this juncture. Anonymous and Mama Toman are doing a very good job at shoving the ranks of Clementi Town out of this Lord, but they are hungry. They are hungry for this kill. The better airstrike comes in. The shifting clouds move forward, and the full throttle all the way to the back to cause even more havoc. As the dust settles, Anonymous having 3 members of
Johnson with the
Lord School trying to kill him. He will fall. Durin and Chris Brown in a tussle right now, and Durin emerges victorious. Aristoni gonna be the last one, and the full throttle comes in. Black shoes on the Astronic, taking down the Pasha, and it's Durian Astronic with Astronic being the victor of the war of attrition, the lone standing member on the battlefield. He sits upon a throne of no other, but of course the Lord marches on top.
The sole survivor with the black shoes, the lady of the night, manages to somehow finish up the team fight with her being the last survivor. Can we expect another team fight like that? I sure do hope so. Now the full throttle coming in from Durian, although it doesn't really hit its mark some of the times thanks to the Earthen Rampart, it's really giving Springfield Secondary School a lot of stress to work around. It's having Anonymous be on high alert all the time whenever the ulti is active. Now we're going straight in.
Oh, the full throttle lands an attack charge in for the counter engage. The beast mode comes in. The shifting cloud falls down. Jaden is looking for the better airstrike, but he's gonna get cancelled by Mama Choma. But that's not who you should be looking at. You should be looking at the back line as Aristonic, Anonymous, and REQT all get taken out.
Full throttle yet again.
Durian. Full throttle coming in from Durian for the disengage.
The lanes. Martis is going to get able to
yeah,
get so
Neymar
much
Jr.
lane.
is giving them a run for their money. They are forced to return. They are forced to engage with
But
them.
guess who's here?
The full throttle. Guess who is back? It is Neymar Jr. locking on to Chris Brown as he
Chris Brown
to go to kill, but it's not gonna be enough as Chris Brown takes the kill on to Johnson. Unfortunately, not quite enough.
7-1-4. Those Sky Piercer stacks must be massive. But now the towers are slowly going to be whittled down as well. Just three towers left for the side of Springfield Secondary, and none of them are going to be in the bot lane.
Oh my goodness, the tension is rising and it's only gonna continue to go up. Oh, I can only imagine the pressure that must be going through the veins of these players. I can only imagine the pressure that must be mounted onto Chris Brown in particular, the only member of Springfield Secondary School, the only player in this match to have hit the 10k gold mark. And that's coming from a team that's 2k gold behind. If that doesn't speak to how close this match is, even if Springfield Secondary School are at a goal deficit, they are still competitive. They might be caught in between a rock and a hard place, but with the full throttle, and it's gonna land right smack in the face of REQT. But the support from Aristonic and Crystal Man are in. Durian is trying to look for the second. Again, shifting clouds come in, and a bloody battlefield covers the screen as the Heavenly Blast gets rained onto the likes of Chris Brown. Aristonic has to watch as his teammate falls, and he will fall down soon. And
another full throttle!
Opens the sky as
he's still alive.
It's gonna
Chris
be
Brown's still alive.
Taken out. Chris Brown on the chopping board, and Jaden flying past with the wings by wings, locking onto Mama Choma, and this might be the game-ending play.
All right, another full throttle to seal the deal. Unfortunately, he smashes into the stump, but but that's not gonna matter though. Minions are coming in. Springfield Secondary School, nothing left to defend. Clementi Town are gonna be your winners for the last game of the day. Springfield Secondary put up a good show, but unfortunately it's gonna be Clementi Town Secondary School who's gonna drive this home, who's gonna run them over and take the win in this 2-1 fashion.
They were not born with silver spoons, they were born with fighting hearts. And today, in this game, they have proven their worth in their group, taking their record all the way to 4 wins. What a showing! What a showing from Springfield Secondary School.
Yeah, who would have thought that any Johnson game would be so electric? Like seeing the full throttle go in, actually seeing it getting stopped was kind of more interesting than seeing it actually going full through.
Indeed, the constant pressure that was put by the Johnson's full throttle was electric at every stage of the game. You could tell that the Johnson wasn't the most polished, but at the end of the day, we're not here for polish, we're here for the show, and the show is most definitely what we got.
So a really nice show of sportsmanship from both sides, shaking hands with each other. That's really what we want to see in the future generations. Not only having a high value in skill, but also a high value in character. Being able to recognize that, hey, we are opponents, not enemies.